workout. Great start to the day.
So what are we doing today?
Well, when I was working out, I saw about 10 hotties, and I want all their numbers, so we're gonna learn how to flirt.
What are we gonna learn how to do? Wink at somebody?
No, we're gonna meet with the dating coach. He's gonna take us on this flirting expo. We're gonna decode body language.
Oh, okay, so seriously, I just got off a bike and now you're gonna put me back on a bike?
Yes, I am, because you have to meet Roger. He's an amazing athlete with a story to tell, let me tell you.
Okay, girl. Here's to a good day.
A great day, let's do it.
Now we're talking. Okay, so while producer Leslie and I go get changed into our work clothes, here's Roger's story.
Ask Roger Carlson what makes him happiest. He'll tell you the open road and his bike.
I raced, competitively, and then everything changed.
As a physician's assistant in the Army for years, he treated countless military members who lost limbs during battle, never imagining he would lose his own one day.
Yeah, I spent 4 years being inactive, barely walking. To get on a bike again, the only choice I had was to have my leg amputated. And it's the best thing I ever did.
Now Roger competes with hundreds of athletes just like him. Some have no arms, yet they still swim miles. Others have no legs, but race bikes for hours. Roger's group is called Operation Rebound, all wounded warriors who are changing perceptions of what disabled people can do.
The Challenged Athletes Foundation holds its 16th annual San Diego Triathlon Challenge.
Race Day in La Jolla. The event raises millions of dollars for the Challenged Athletes Foundation. CAF donates prosthetic arms, legs, feet, things that cost tens of thousands of dollars and often not covered by insurance. The nonprofit changes lives, making people believe in the healing power of sports.
The biggest challenge, I think, is myself and trying to get over your personal feelings and hurdles of insecurity after you lose your leg and like that, but riding helps me get back out and jump those hurdles.
Roger is about to go on a 56-mile bike race, one of his first races in years.
This is my biggest partner, my mom. My mom, she's out here too today.
It makes me feel so happy to see him happy. It's been the happiest he's been in 3 or 4 years, so with all the problems that he had.
For Roger, this race is just the beginning of a long, magnificent journey.
Every day is so much better as you're alive than sitting around. You got to live each day like it's your last day and choose to live life happy and upbeat and have a second chance.
If today was your last day.
So we are at B&L Bikes in the Midway District, and Roger's waiting for you inside. You're gonna get fitted for a bike so you guys can go riding.
Oh, you have to be fitted for a bike?
Oh yeah, you don't just jump on the bike and just go ride.
Okay.
You gotta get the perfect fit.
You gotta work that bike. Like that purse. Work that purse, girl. Work that purse. Okay, so we're gonna go meet Roger now. Let's get in this bike shop, get fitted for some bikes.
Chrissy, how are you?
So nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay, so you guys are gonna actually fit me for a bike?
Yes, but I don't think we can fit you with that.
I guess it's time for us to get fitted on the bike.
Yeah, let's go.
These people think that I'm gonna ride this bike. Look how skinny the tire is. There's no tread on this thing. I want all the safety equipment possible. Okay, Dan, I know you have safety equipment.
We have safety equipment for you, and we're gonna make sure that you get fit properly, which is a very important thing. So we've adjusted your saddle height, we adjusted the fore and aft position of the saddle, we adjusted the handlebar reach and the handlebar height, and taught you how to shift and brake.
Well, I got fitted for my bike, but Roger is having a different fitting right now. Roger, what are you doing?
I am putting my biking shoe on my biking leg.
Okay, so you have 2 different legs that you use.
I do. I have one leg for walking, which is mechanical, hydraulic, and Bluetooth. Then I have what they call just a mechanical leg, which is free-flowing, so when you ride, it just bends and goes.
Big difference in technology, because that one is sort of what, pre-programmed, and that one goes with what you tell it to do.
Exactly.
What does it feel like for you to literally be changing your legs right now?
It doesn't bother me anymore. At first I was a little insecure about it, but everybody has a good sense of humor. I joke about it, so I always tease people this is my hollow leg. I can eat and eat as much as I want now since I have a hollow leg. So
Can we go ride now?
we can go riding. You ready?
Okay, let's go ride. I want to ride. I need to get a helmet first. All right, where are we going, Roger?
Fiesta Island.
Okay, do you normally ride your bike there?
I do. It's great.
All right, let's go.
Roger's coach, Mike Jennings, also joins us on the ride. He's a two-time national champion Masters racer.
So, tell me, Roger, what happened?
So about 4 years ago, I had an injury and decided to have a total joint put in to save my leg. After that surgery, I got infected with MRSA.
Really?
Yeah, and so we tried to do another surgery to save it, but I had no motion in my leg. And so we opted to have the amputation. Talked to my doctor and actually a couple doctors and decided that this would be the best thing for me to get back to an active lifestyle.
How long did it take you to make the decision, though? Because this didn't happen overnight.
No, it didn't. It took me about 2 to 3 months to really come to, reality that this is not such a bad thing. That, like I said earlier, the stigma of amputees have totally changed. So people are opting actually to amputate their legs to do things that they like doing, like getting back into riding, skiing, hiking, swimming, whatever you want to do. You can actually do it now without limbs. So with technology, it's just so much easier these days.
Yeah, because this was actually a choice. You could have kept your own leg, right?
I could have kept my leg, but when you can't sit in the back of an airplane or you can't sit in a car, back of a car because your leg doesn't bend, it's really not a unique lifestyle for someone like me who's active. So being very active like I am, I really didn't see a choice in it.
How long has it been since you've had the amputation?
It's been just about a year.
What was it like for you actually before you went under anesthesia, and then what was it like for you when you woke up and you looked down?
Well, before I went to anesthesia, I was a little nervous because the decision was easy to say yes, but when you're rolling into the operating room, it's, everything goes through your mind about, your life and how people are going to perceive you. And then when I woke up, believe it or not, the first thing I felt was a cramp in my calf of my leg that was missing.
What is that?
That's a nerve that runs down the back of your leg, the femoral nerve, and you still have feeling there. And so you feel your toes actually, and I was trying to wiggle my toes. Like even now I can feel my nerve trying to wiggle my toes. So that was the first thing I felt when I woke up, was a cramp in my left calf, and then my leg was gone. I had to actually physically pull up the sheets and look down to make sure it was gone because I didn't know if it was.
You've been an athlete your whole life. What did you do? What have you been doing your whole life as an athlete prior to this?
I've been riding BMX. I used to race BMX at the age of 7 and raced all the way up till I was 15. And then I took on mountain biking, baseball, all the sports in high school, track, wrestling, did all that, and so I was very active.
So how's your life changed?
Oh gosh, this is my third race coming up. I'm able to walk my dogs. I'm able to ride a bike. I can swim.
You can swim?
Yes. I have a custom wetsuit that covers my leg right down here, the stump, so water doesn't get in. Yeah, it's really nice. So it's changed my life to get me back to be active, and that's the whole thing about Challenge Athletes program, is they give you bikes and equipment like this biking leg to help you get back into the sports you once did before, just as a challenge athlete.
As far as socially, how has your life changed socially?
Socially, that's been more of a challenge that I didn't think was going to be a challenge. I still think there's still stigma out there in the world that people will look at you and want to look at the leg and say really nice things, but at some points I notice with women personally, since I'm a single man, that women will talk to you, but when it comes to going out with you, there is that little stigma where they feel insecure. I don't, but they feel insecure. But again, that's superficial, and that's not the kind of woman I want to have in my life. If a woman's going to want to come and date me and be with me, then the woman I want is the one who's going to accept me for who I am.
What have you taken away from all of this?
The message is that no matter what your disability is, that you can get out and live an active lifestyle. CAF helps you do that. Years ago, people didn't have a choice. There wasn't even any foundation to help them get grants. Insurance doesn't pay for these legs. These legs right here, this leg's about $20,000.
How much is your other one?
The other one's about $50,000 to $60,000.
And insurance doesn't pay for that?
They pay for the walking leg, but nothing that they consider active or for sports, they don't cover. So CAF helps give people the grants to get those legs, to get them back to do the things they like, whether it be wheelchair, basketball, sled hockey, skiing on a mono ski, you name it, they give grants all for that.
Would you even consider it a disability at this point,
No.
Roger? Because I wouldn't even use that word to describe you whatsoever.
It's a challenge. How's that? That's why I think CAF picked out the perfect name. It's a challenge. So I'm a challenged athlete. Things are a little more difficult, but nothing's impossible. Nothing at all. I just did 4 laps. How many did you do?
You did 4 laps. We'll be right back after the break. Good job, man.
Good job, Chrissy. Thank you.